Hello everyone, we'll be looking into the Pharmacy Act 1948. Myself, Dr. V.S. Mastuvimat, KD College of Pharmacy, Belgaum. Coming to the objectives of the Pharmacy Act, the Pharmacy Act was constituted by the Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The objectives of the PCI or the Pharmacy Act are to restore and maintain uniform status of pharmacy profession in due place in the health services, to provide uniform education, training, and regulate the practice of pharmacy in India, to maintain control over the persons entering the profession of pharmacy, to serve the objectives efficiently. Then the PCI or the Central Council of India is constituted. At the same time, the state pharmacy councils have been formed in their respective states. The PCI, the Pharmacy Council of India, was framed under the Act of Pharmacy 1948 on March 9th. The objectives were prescribing the minimum standard of educations required for qualification as a pharmacist, framing of education regulation prescribing the conditions to be fulfilled by the institution seeking approvals of the PCI for imparting education in pharmacy, approval or withdrawal of approval of institutions to carry out education programs as specified by the council, approve foreign qualifications as a pharmacist in India, and maintain the central registration of pharmacist. Coming to the composition of PCI, it is composed of three categories, mainly the elected members, nominated members, and the ex-official members. Among the elected category, 6 members are elected by the UGC. Then among the teaching staff or the universities or colleges granting the degree or diploma courses, among these 6 members, one should be from the pharmaceutical background or the chemistry background or the cognosy or pharmacology background. One member elected from the Medical Council of India and one member from each state council who is a registered pharmacist. Under the nominated category, 6 members nominated by the central government, but at least 4 members should be from the pharmacy background, representative of UGC or AICT, and one person nominated by each state government including Union Territory who shall be a registered pharmacist. Then under the ex-official members, the Director General of Health Services, Government of India, the Director of the CDL Kolkata, that is the Central Drug Testing Laboratories, the Drug Control General of India, or their respective nominee. So altogether, there are 72 members in the Pharmacy Council of India. Coming to the functions, that is to frame the minimum standard of educations laid down by the PCIR, known as the education regulations. These include the minimum qualification for registration as a pharmacist, minimum qualification for admission to the diploma in pharmacy, duration, and the conditions that are to be filled by the academic institute and by the examining authority, the subjects of examinations, and conditions to be filled by the fulfilled by the institutions to be recognized for giving practical training. And usually there are 2 education regulations till now which were followed, that is the ER 81 and ER 91. Both regulations were for the diploma in pharmacy. So the ER 81, which was the education regulation 81, which had the 2 years of duration with 12 standard as the minimum qualification entry. Now that has been absolute, and now we are in the education regulation 91, which is prevailing. So minimum qualification is 12 standard, compulsory 2 years course with 3 months covered with 500 hours training in an hospital or a retail pharmacy. And this year regulation syllabus was framed by the PCI and it is applicable throughout India, and the institutes which are having the diploma courses should follow the prescribed syllabus. Coming to the physical facilities, that is for an 60 intake farm D farm admission, at least 4 labs one should have, minimum 2 classroom having sitting capacity of 40 students, then followed by the principal or the head of the institution should be an PG qualification with 5 years teaching experience, six lecturers with basic qualifications of M.Pharma, and instructions, that is minimum 180 hours working days to be completed in an academic year. Practical should be conducted in the ratio of 1:20, followed by the internal examinations as prescribed by the council. Then coming to the examinations, minimum 40% of passing in each subject inclusive of internal mass, and the candidate should undergo a training for 500 hours, not less than 3 months. Then second is to regulate the education regulations in the state, and third is the approval of institutions providing courses and examinations for the pharmacist. Procedure that is to be applied for the starting of a new courses is, institution has to apply for the PCI or AICT. Then the PCI deputes its inspector to visit the institutions. If the inspectors reports to the council of which the council is satisfactory, then approvals are given to that particular institutions for the conduct of course as well as the examinations. Then withdrawal of approval, if any institution is not obeying the regulations laid down by the PCI, the PCI is authorized to disapprove the institutions. Recognitions or other qualifications, normal recognition will be given for the citizens of India who have qualified from other countries. Then the other functions of the PCI is preparing and maintaining of the central register of pharmacists, then to fix the rate and allowance to its members who are the members of the PCI, and decide the mode of elections. Coming to the Provisional Pharmacy Council, the Provisional Pharmacy Councils are classified into 2 types, that is the State Pharmacy Council, and the second one is the Interstate or the Joint Pharmacy Councils. Coming to the constitutions of the State Pharmacy Council, here again 6 members, then elected members. Among the elected members, 6 registered pharmacists elected among themselves, 1 member from the State Medical Council from its member. Coming to the Joint State Pharmacy Council, 3 to 5 registered pharmacists elected among the pharmacists of each participating states, 1 member from each state from the State Medical Council. Then the second category is the nominated members. Here under the State Pharmacy Council, 5 members nominated by the state government, whom at least should be possess a degree or a diploma certificate. Then under the Joint State Pharmacy Council, 2 to 4 members nominated by the participating states, of whom more than half possesses a degree or a diploma in pharmacy or a registered pharmacist. Then the ex-official members of the State Pharmacy Council are Chief Medical Officer of the state, government analyst and appointed by the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, and officer in charge of the drug control organizations in the state. Under the Joint State Pharmacy Council, the ex-official members are the Chief Administrative Medical Officer of the participating state, government analyst, and the officer in charge of the drug control organization of the participating states. Coming to the registration of pharmacist, classification of registration, the first register of pharmacist was held in the year from 1947 to 1948. It was immediately after the independence. Subsequent register was taken from the year 1949 to 1978, during the period of implementation of the Pharmacy Act and framing of education regulation. And the third is the regular register, that is from the year 1981 to till date, after education regulations came into force. Then coming to the first register of pharmacists, that after independence the State Pharmacy Council was not formed, and thus the state government were asked to appoint registers or a committee consisting of 3 members, out of 1 member was a judge. The committee was asked to scrutinize the applications for registration of pharmacist. The following were the conditions of registrations. Minimum age was 18 years. Applicant should be either a D Pharm or a degree holder. or a graduate in the discipline with a minimum 3 years of experience in the compounding, dispensing in hospital, or any other place where the regular prescriptions for medical practitioners were carried out, or a person who has passed the examinations recognized by the adequate by the state government for compounders or dispensers, or a person with 5 years experience in compounding or dispensing in hospital or dispensary were eligible to be registered as pharmacist. Okay. Then subsequent register for interim period until the education regulations were enforced in the state. The name of eligible candidates were included in the register as pharmacist, provided the conditions were fulfilled. That is, age of minimum 18 should be there, and he or she should have a professional experience of either 3 to 5 years in compounding or dispensing in regular prescriptions by the RMP, but he should be at least 10th pass. And the third condition was a person who has already registered in other state but want to transfer to the present state. Then coming to the regular register, after the AR educations came into existence, there were 2 amendments to the Pharmacy Act 1948 for the purpose of registration. The first registration was opened for the following persons for registration of pharmacist. A person who has a business in pharmacy outside India before 1948 during the partition will be first registered. The citizen who have been carrying out on business or profession of pharmacy outside India, provided they are qualified for the registration in the first register. Third, the person resided in the area which became the territory of India, he or she can be registered in the first registration after fulfilling the conditions of first register. Then the state reorganization in 1956, territory were changed. A person already the first register become reorganization, but want of register in the new organized territory, such persons can be registered as first registrations. In the 1976 amendments, this amendment came because of the Bangladesh war, Sri Lanka, Burma and Uganda, or any other country between April 57 to 1971. A person displaced due war but carrying business or practice of pharmacy, then a person as a main source of income for their livelihood for a period of not less than 5 years can be registered as a first register. This clause was also applied for the Goa liberation movement at Goa territory. The person identified as per the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 as qualified person until December 1969 who were professing pharmacy were considered for a registration for as pharmacist. Coming to the contents of the register, it contains the full name of the pharmacist, residential address, date of registration, year and qualification, year of passing, then professional address with a photograph, date of birth. Then there are also clause for the removal of names from the registers under the section 36 of the Pharmacy Act 1948. The following grounds the pharmacist can be removed, names can be removed, that is by error or by misrepresentation or suppression of the facts, that is the twins, false information submitted to the State Pharmacy Council, convicted in connection with profession, then indirect involvement in offences or conviction with respect to the profession. Offences and penalties: dispensing of drug by unregistered person under the section 42 of the Pharmacy Act. No persons shall be dispense or compound of drugs as per the prescription. Fine of rupees 1 lakh, fine or both, or imprisonment. Then appointment of an commission of inquiry. It is left to the central government. It composes of 3 members appointed by the central government. The committee will inquire with the specific matters of allegations and report to the central government. The same committee will be formed by the state for the state government for SPC. Thank you.